Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and your exam preparations are also going very well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about CBE platform. I will give you detailed descriptions of all the features which you need for your examination so that you can efficiently complete your paper without wasting much of your time. If you don't know me and you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Norin Khatri and I am an ACCA affiliate. I regularly upload videos in order to help my fellow ACCA students. Before talking about the detailed description of features of CBE platform, let me tell you what is CBE platform. ACCA conducts its examination on computer-based platform and it has two sheet-like structures which resembles to MS Word and Excel. But they do not have all the features of these applications. Instead, platform has only features which are required by the ACCA students in order to give their examination. You cannot directly give your exam on this platform without knowing the features and having enough practice on it. Students who are new to the CBE platform should first log in into their account. Then under My Qualification, you will find an option for the CBE platform. Click on that option and a new window will open. This is a dedicated CBE platform. Here you can see various exams taken by the students and also practice for them. For example, I will click on Financial Management where you can find past papers, mock exams and a blank space, all related to the financial management paper. I assigned myself practice examination 1. As you can see, it has the same interface of the real examination. All the introduction and descriptions are identical to the actual examination. After clicking next multiple times, you can see that this pop-up is going to appear as I have not scrolled the screen properly. Once I scroll the screen properly, the exam starts. When the examination starts, you can see this is the first question on the screen, and using the navigation bar you can navigate across various question section as per your choice or need, but my advice will be to go sequence wise so that you can allocate proper time to each question and you do not get lost in one question only. So let's start with this first question. And on every screen you can see various options like scratchpad. On scratchpad you can write anything which you feel is important for you to solve the question, but do remember that scratchpad is not being marked. Examiner does not see this and do not give you any marks on the basis of the workings which is being done on the scratchpad. The second thing is calculator. There are two types of calculator which are available. The first is scientific and the second one is standard calculator. You can also carry your own calculator in the examination hall. Now there is another feature to flag your question. If you feel like you need to revisit this question again, you can flag it, and in the navigation bar you can see that that particular question is being flagged and you can visit that again. Now let's move to one of the section C question in order to see its interface. By watching this part of the video, you should have a clear understanding of how to access the CBE platform, how to assign yourself a past paper or mock examination, how to begin with your examination. You have also learned some basic guidelines like how to navigate across the sections, how to use features which are given by ACCA like Scratchpad, Calculator, etc. Now, as per examiner's requirement, you will be either assigned a spreadsheet which looks like Excel and you can perform your numericals there, or as per the requirement, you will be assigned a sheet which looks like MS Word and there you can write down your answers. In next part of the video, I will discuss the key features of both these sheets. Now let's explore the professional level exam on the CBE platform in order to understand various features of word processor and spreadsheet provided by the examiner for answer. When you click on the word processor, a sheet appears which can be resized using the arrow at the bottom. The same applies to the spreadsheet. You can resize and adjust its screen as per your convenience. Since my screen is relatively small, resizing is a bit challenging for me, but in the actual exam your screen will be larger, allowing you to easily resize and fit both the sheets as per the requirements. Just remember that the exhibits and the requirement should always remain visible. If they are hidden, it may become difficult for you to navigate through the exam. And here is the small piece of advice from my side. You can copy paste the requirement onto the worksheet so that you don't have to open the requirement tab repeatedly saving your time. However, one thing I have noticed that the platform isn't always very smooth when we practice, and sometimes the control C and control V shortcuts do not work. If you face this issue, don't worry, you can right click and use the copy paste option instead, but you will not face such kind of issues during your examination. Also, make sure that you leave enough space between the requirements and your answer so that you can copy and paste multiple requirements without making the document look cluttered. You can copy paste the requirement in the same way which we did for the first requirement, and now after pasting multiple requirements you can start answering your question. And specific to the requirement, you can open the exhibit. Like for the first requirement, we need to calculate the goodwill for the acquisition of grape company. Now you can open acquisition of grape company exhibit, and you can move your sheet accordingly in order to navigate properly among the exhibit. And when you click on the grape company exhibit, it gets open. It is taking some time to load the exhibit, but it is okay as it is happening only during the practice. In real examination, the CBE platform works very smooth. You can resize the exhibit using that plus option, or also using control plus, or using your mouse pad or cursor. When you click on this magnifying glass symbol, you can search for a specific word within the document. This feature is extremely helpful during the exam when you need to quickly refer to a particular line or para related to that specific topic. As you can see, the search function is very smooth, and you can also highlight the searched word. This is another useful feature of CBE platform that can help you streamline your exam navigation. You can also check the total number of pages in a particular exhibit by clicking on the bar on the left hand side. This will display all the pages, ensuring that you don't miss any, as skipping a page can cause a major issue. Once you have reviewed the pages, you can close the bar by clicking on it again. Additionally, on the left hand side, you will find two options while you click on the arrows. The first is the hand cursor, which is used only for scrolling. You won't be able to select any text with this cursor. The second option is text selection, which allows you to select text and highlight important paragraphs or text. This feature is useful for referencing key points in your answer later. You can also highlight after selecting a particular para or text, which can be referred back again. After you are done referring to the exhibit, you can close the exhibit. And now let's talk about the features which are given in two sheets, that is word processor and spreadsheet. Before that, if you are solving a question which is using any currency which is other than dollar, you can select that currency by clicking on that symbol on left hand side, and you can find various currency in that. Now talking about the word processor, the first option is the reset option. Never click on this, as your answer will disappear after clicking on this option. Then the other features are cut, copy, paste, which are very similar and which you have used often. The next feature is find and replace option. This is another very important feature which is being given by CBE platform. The another option is bold, italic, underline, strike, which is very common and which we have used often. But these other three options, I never use them, and I don't think they are useful during your examination. In professional level examination, professional marks are being awarded, and the format and presentation of your answers are essential. To enhance the readability and professionalism of your response, you can use the para feature. This allows you to format heading and other content by selecting different sizes of headings. You can also resize them as per your need, making your answer look well structured and more professional. Another feature is alignment. You can align a heading or a paragraph to left, center, or right using the alignment option. Additionally, if you are writing points under a heading, you can add bullet points. There is also an option to include a sub-bullet point. You can easily switch between bullet points and to the numbered list based on your preferences and vice versa. Another very important feature which is being given in the word processor, which is adding table. This feature is being used in the skill level papers also, like audit and assurance and financial reporting, etc. In this, you can select the number of rows and columns which you want in your table, and even after selecting the number of rows and columns, you can modify it later, also like adding the rows, deleting the rows depending upon your preferences and requirement. If you are practicing the question and you want to save the response for the future reference, you can click on the printer option, and there you can get an option to save it as a PDF. Then you can save it and refer it in the future. Now let's talk about the spreadsheet which is being given to you for numericals. So basically in this you can also use formulas which are being used in the Excel. Here I will show you how to use formula of sum. You do not require to use very extraordinary formulas like VLOOKUP and all. You just need to have basic knowledge about sum, like addition, subtraction, etc. And in the professional examination of AFM, you need to use formulas like IRR, NPV in order to gain professional marks. See that these options are similar to the word processor, like the reset option. You should not reset it, cut, copy, paste. And after that you also have this 100% from which you can magnify or reduce the size. You can also use various features like increasing the size of the text, which is very basic, and another features are like bold, italic, underline, which are very common and which we use in our day-to-day answers. After that there are options like changing the color of the text and background color, and you can also add two decimal places or anything which you feel is particular for the answers requirement. And after selecting, you can customize it as per your needs. There is this another option feature which looks very complex, and I have never used it in my workings or answers. And another thing is like using a percentage symbol. Here I have written and I have converted this into the percentage. You can also do it in your answer, and you can also do it manually if you want. And then there is another feature to convert it into the fraction. Now let's talk about this edit and format option. It is very similar to the options which are given on the interface. Now this format option, in this another very important feature is border, especially when you are giving professional examinations like AFM. In order to differentiate between different parts, having border is very essential. Now you need to select various options before, like the size of the border or the thickness of the border and where you want to have the border. Here I have selected all the features, and then after that you need to select the portion where you want to add the border. And I will again go to the format cells, and now I will select the thickness of the border, and I have selected all this. So now you can see border is visible on every cell. But now I just want to unselect this horizontal and vertical border option, and as you can see I need to click none first and then unselect horizontal and vertical, and now you can see the border is only visible, like the outside border is only visible. In order to see how the interface looks like, I'll go and select the print option, and you can see the border is visible and this answer will be visible to the examiner. I hope this video was useful for you all, and if you liked my video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because my target is to reach 2000 subscribers by the first week of March. I hope you all will support me. Till then, bye bye, take care and best of luck.